It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Calais.
Whoop whoop. How are you, sir?
Doing good. How are you?
I am wonderful.
We've not got washed away yet.
Yeah, I'm not as wet this morning.
Yeah.
All right, well, yesterday was Wednesday. So Tuesday night we had the recital going on for kindergarten. So we went over and filled all. I kept all the equipment in my truck. Not a problem. Yesterday morning I get here and it is just pouring. And I started the show completely
Dang.
one after another. So I am a lot happier this morning. I'm not wet.
Yeah,
so
tell me about
that's
it.
a good sign.
Nothing worse than being, fully clothed. You know, it's different. You're in a pair of shorts, but to be fully clothed and,
drenched.
No, thank you. Which I have these pants that I wear that they're really
Water
good about
repellent?
repelling. To a point.
Yes.
The other day it started raining. We had all the doors open. We were, out there trying to get them shut. And right here on the front of my thighs, they ended up getting pretty wet. But it was like an hour later they were dry. It didn't happen with blue jeans.
There you go.
They'll be wet for hours on end. You might as well go home and change.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like moisture wicking, I guess you call it.
Moisture wicking. Oh, we're getting these
that's
fancy words.
Fancy words. So, but it's real nice.
It's not waterproof. It's
No.
just moisture wicking.
No, just moisture wicking to where it repels it for as long as it can, but then if it gets wet, it dries really quickly.
Excellent.
I know, right?
Okay.
You always wanted to know that, didn't you?
How's your week going so far?
So far, so good. Today's May 1st, so we start a new month.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
Ended April in good numbers.
It's like flying.
It's flying.
This year is
Every
moving.
year goes by.
Quicker,
Yeah.
it seems like.
January drags on, and then it goes February, March, April, May.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And we're
it?
here. It's May.
It's May. My birthday month.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And what day?
23rd.
23rd.
What's the 23rd on this month? I can't remember. I looked. It's on a Friday.
Oh, that's great to have a birthday on it. You going to take that Friday off?
Probably not.
I hear you.
I don't ever do. I should, though. I should just do it.
Yeah, just take it
my
off.
birthday off.
Take the whole week off.
I'll watch TV.
I give you permission. Take the whole week
take
off.
the whole-
yeah, I'll
permission
call
to
you
take the whole
boss.
week off?
You're good.
Yeah.
You can have a birthday week.
A birthday week sounds awesome. It's a 5 Saturday month for us. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that makes a long month to sell campers. Anyway, it's May. And hopefully the April showers are a thing of the past, even though when we talk about it, a little chance of rain still, but we shall see.
We should be having a lot of flowers now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they say. April showers bring May flowers. So
I've got them in the yard.
Got bouquets everywhere.
So in the front yard, there's this little area that we made it like a little zen garden. Got the little pebble rocks, and we've got these other rocks that stack up like you would see people do on the river. They stack the rocks, and we got these neat little bushes. But long ago, before we bought the place, somebody had put little tulips, and they only sprout for like a month, and then they're gone. But they call them the bulbs, little round bulbs that are down in the ground. And then one time there was other bushes up there, and I was ripping everything out so we could start over. And I guess we didn't dig deep enough because there's still like 15 of these things down in there. And so now they just sprout out, because it's all just rock and these 2 bushes, the spirally ones that stand probably about 3 feet tall. But then for like a month, these things just pop out of different areas, just boom, 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 and then they're gone. Because they don't last long, but they're resilient.
Used to have some out at the farm. When I lived at the farm, we had a whole row of them. And we go through, and I don't know how many times I've dug them up. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
They come back, and I don't know how, But they just keep coming back, so I just like, forget it. I'll just mow them when I'm mowing.
Yeah, you just gotta let it ride.
I couldn't get rid of them. I tried.
Mother Nature is resilient. I mean, back behind, but where a tree is that I cut down because of where the pool was going to sit, it has all the way around the tree. They planted these bulbs. Those, I think I'm just going to leave the stump and put something on it, and it just be like maybe a little statue, get a gnome or something, and just set it there.
There you go.
Because this thing fills up all the way around it, and I'm like, they're never going away. Might as well just leave them. So, pretty neat. Anyway.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, we have been blessed. Some of this real severe storms have just missed us, and I've been watching it the last couple of days. Every time it comes through, I mean, it's just we're catching the tail end of it,
right?
And we're blessed not getting hammered and hammered and hammered. But
after like
Missouri's been getting hit hard.
Oh yeah, but after like 144 touchdown tornadoes in Arkansas,
yeah,
I mean,
we need a break.
Yeah, I'll take a break.
We could use a break.
It's nice. Thanks, Mother Nature. Let's see how that one works there. There we go. Well, should we start the show?
Yeah, probably should.
7:06, buddy.
Let's roll.
Hospice of the Ozarks, they sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. They're still a non-for-profit 501c3. There has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. Let's see. What should I pray about this morning?
I don't know.
I don't even know. All right. Dear Lord, please. See, I can't think of anything. I think everything's going pretty good. So I want to thank you for everything going good, everything that can possibly happen in our lives that we are hoping for. We bless that you've given us, and we have food to eat and a roof over our heads. So I say watch over those that do not, and those that are sick and hungry and homeless. Find them a place to go, find them something to eat, find them the right doctors to go to. Please watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. You can give them a call at 870-508-1771. Ask them about respite care. When you're taking care of a loved one, you can need a break. They can help you with that. As Scooter always says,
got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others.
That's right, and it's okay too. So give them a call, 870-508-1771. Let's hear a word from our sponsor, the Z-Team, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show, the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora with Century 21 Lemac Realty for all your real estate needs. Hire a professional. I can tell you that. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, you want to make sure that everything is done correctly. There's so many rules and regulations, and you've got lenders that want different inspections. You're going to want to make sure that that's done properly and that correct inspectors are hired, because you don't want them to miss anything. You want them to make sure that their house is in good standing. So hire the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. You can go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and this beautiful view of the White River. Wow, look at that.
It's a nice view this morning. It's actually not foggy for once, and
but
they're running a lot of water.
Is that brown in the water from how much they're running, or is that a little bit of smoke?
It's kind of hard to tell.
I know, right?
Once the other camera gets back onto it, it's focused somewhere else. Once the other camera gets back onto the water, we'll take a look.
Okay. That's the Horseshoe Bend of the White River there in Cotter, Arkansas. If you've never been down there, you should take a little trip. It's a nice little community. Got a neat little restaurant to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Dinner's, I believe, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think they said.
Cotter's come a long way.
It has. You know, it was a boom town there when we had the chamber in from Cotter Gasville. It was a boom town, and then the next thing you know, things changes, and it kind of, people moved out, and now they're starting to move back in. And I think it's probably due to the White River. It's become very famous for the trout fishing. And so if you're looking to move to this area, give the Z Team a call, 870-405-0793. Talk to Linda, and she'll tell you what it's like to live in the Ozarks. It's God's country.
It is.
But you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. And these two beautiful camera views, 24/7, live on their website. There's the Rainbow Bridge and the Railroad Truss. That is so pretty. Man, look how green it is.
And they got the Cotter Trout Fest going on right there where you can see it.
Yep, this Saturday, Cotter Trout Festival. It's going to be a lot of fun. They'll have, they said, like 72 vendors.
Yeah, it's a big ordeal.
Yeah, big old car show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go down there this weekend, this Saturday. What's this Saturday? Today's the 1st, so 3rd. Yeah. Now you just gave away my community news. Thanks. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, call a professional in the field. Bob and Linda Zadora with the Z Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty at 870-405-0793.
Yeah, it does look a little muddy in the river. Linda was saying when it rains like this, you get a lot of runoffs. So.
Yeah, sediment coming off the banks.
Little dirty.
Little dirty.
It'll clear out pretty quick, though.
Definitely.
As long as we don't get any more rain, it will.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the weather. Do what?
Thanks, Linda.
Thanks, Linda. Let's take a look at the weather brought to you by the Z Team. Mountain Home at 60, Harrison at 60, Batesville at 65, Yellville at 61, Marshall at 64, Salem at 60, Mountain View at 64, Calico Rock at 60, West Plains, Missouri at 60, Springfield at 60, Poplar Bluff at 64, and St. Louis at 63. National Weather Radar shows some activity down in the south part. Let's see, Louisiana and Mississippi. Look at all across Mississippi, heading over into Alabama and parts of Tennessee. Up in the north, you've got the Great Lakes. It looks like they're having some storms going across northern part of Illinois, parts of Minnesota and Iowa, a little bit in Indiana. Denver, Colorado, they've got some south of them in Colorado Springs. But our neck of the woods, let's see, there we go. It looks like Arkansas, Missouri just has some patchy stuff. You can see some here in the north by Kansas City, central Missouri, a little bit over towards the east side of Arkansas, but nothing. I don't think it's going to accumulate anything really. And watches and warnings. Looks like Oklahoma has a lot of flood warnings, and parts of Arkansas in the river areas. 7-day forecast. We've got slight chance of thunderstorms at 20%, high of 79. Tonight we've got mostly clear, then a chance of thunderstorms at 30%, low of 57. Friday we've got showers likely at chance of 70%, high of 70. Friday night we got a chance of thunderstorms at 30%, then a chance of rain at 30%, low of 49. Saturday, slight chance of showers at 20%, high of 69. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 44. Sunday, it's sunny, a high of 69. Sunday night, mostly clear, low of 44. Monday, sunny, high of 73. Looks like a good weekend. Mm-hmm. Saturday moved in a little chance of showers. I don't like seeing that. It was going to be sunny on Tuesday. Pollen count today, we have, please hold. I think it was moderate. Nope, today was high. Okay, never mind. Tomorrow is moderate. So grass and tree pollen today is high. We've got Norfolk Lake water level is at, well, the dam right now at Norfolk is one generator going, but spillway gates open. They're really running the CFMs through those.
Well, it's not one to open, is it?
It happens. There we go. 568.35. Level is 16.35 feet above full pool. Now it's Bull Shoals' turn, in which they're generating 5. Water level's at 674.99. Level is 15.99 feet above full pool. That is a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, a plethora of information, and those beautiful views of the White River. And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with community news brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When you're out of...
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of community news is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Located at 4423 Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. You can't miss them. A sea of orange Kubotas and blue New Hollands stretch from one end of the lot to the other. And buddy, do they have the equipment?
They have a huge inventory in stock right now. I mean, if there's something you're looking for, they probably have it.
Yeah, definitely. You can see back behind, they've got these hay balers and implements galore, parts and service if you need them for anything that maybe you can do yourself. You just need to go in and get a hose and change it out.
Now they got a full line of construction equipment to go with it, and trailers to carry it all, and they got you covered. No matter what you're looking for, just go over, take a look, take a test drive, see what fits you.
Yeah, get with the professionals. Tell them what kind of job you're looking to do, and you know, they'll point you in the right direction. Take a little test drive on one. Maybe you'll find one that the controls work in your favor. For in your favor. Yeah. All right, let's look at some community news. Long-winded over here. It's already 7:19.
Hey.
Let's see. Today, Thursday, May 1st, National Day of Prayer on the Square from 12 to 1 p.m. So you can drop by anytime and pray together. So that's good. And earlier we talked about the Cotter Trout Festival, May 3rd, this weekend. It's going to be really, really fun. You're going to have like 70 plus vendors there, a car show, They'll have a parade. It's just good family fun. So that's their 23rd annual Cotter Trout Festival in Cotter, Arkansas. And we have the Kids Safety Fair at Cooper Park. That's also this weekend, Saturday, May 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the LC Salmons Youth Center. The event is free to the public. And Scooter will be there helping out.
I will.
Doing a little fun. Yeah.
We've got a bunch of games that we're doing and setting up, and then we'll be doing free hot dogs.
Very nice.
And we've got a bunch of people. I'm in the fire department, the police department. A bunch of people will be there, kind of show kids some safety stuff, but they can have fun at the same time.
Sounds good. This Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the LC Salmons Youth Center. And the Baxter County Veterans Benefit Fair, Friday, May 9th at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. Light lunch is provided, vendors, door prizes, and a Vive Power chair giveaway. So helping veterans and families with their earned benefits. And the Paul Bunyan Breakfast, Saturday, May 10th, serving from 7:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. at the St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church at 249 Dyer Street. The portion of the proceeds will go to benefit the Call of Baxter County. This is all you care to eat: scrambled eggs, biscuit and gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee, and juice, all brought to your table on china with silverware. Takeout orders are available. $9 for adults, $4 for children under 12, and those under 5 eat for free. And the Mountain Home Military Service Sisters will have their meeting this month, May 23rd, on my birthday at noon at the Black Sheep Barbecue Smokehouse and Grill in Yellville, Arkansas. And Michael Cavanaugh will be here May 15th at the Shed, start time at 7 p.m. You can go to theshed.com and get you some tickets for that show. It'll be a good show. And save the date for a Night of Hope Gala and Fundraiser for Hospice of the Ozarks, Saturday, June 7th at 5:30 p.m. at the Shed. So for more information, call Rebecca Rayner at 870-508-1771. And the ASU Mountain Home Charity Golf Classic, three-person scramble, Saturday and Sunday, June 7th and 8th. You can go to asumh.edu/golf for more information about that. Scooter, you got anything?
I do not.
All right, then.
You've taken
what?
up all the time.
Guess what? That's a look at your community news, brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. We're going to do something. We're going to take a break and come back with Jeff Quick of the Food Bank in North Central Arkansas.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
It's a
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest today is Jeff Quick of the Food Bank in North Central Arkansas. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Always good to be here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, you stay so busy at the Food Bank in North Central Arkansas. Sometimes I don't even know where to start.
It's one of those things.
I know, right? And tell me about this. You got your Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I thought I would highlight who this is.
Yeah, Teresa Setterfield. She is one of our employees who is retiring. She's actually retiring. She came to us from the banking industry and was a volunteer for a little while. And then she has served the last several years. I would hate to say how many, probably 4 years with us. She's worked specifically on a project to provide laptops and technology to all of our food partners, our local food pantries, and then does training on how to use that equipment and how to do neighbor intake. So as people are served across our community, we put that into a web-based system and kind of track, how many people and how many seniors and how many, children and all those kinds of things. And then just does some day-to-day support for them as they run into an issue or need some help. Has also been really great to help us with agency relations, just loving and nurturing on those agencies and the people we serve. Gosh, I have no idea what we're going to do without her. Yesterday was her last day.
Yeah.
So she does live across the street from me. So I said, hang tight, you'll be a volunteer again in a little bit.
Right, Scooter says voluntold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens to me. I'm always voluntold.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know if that was even on the screen for folks to see at home, but that's
it was
photo of all the folks from our staff.
Okay, yeah. And she's the one holding the plate.
Yeah, she's the one holding the plate.
Or the platter, I guess you could call it. Yeah. I was sitting there thinking, okay, which one is she? And I was like, wait, she's got to be the one holding
holding the award.
Oh, here's your sign.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
Teresa's been a great asset to our team. I will tell y'all what I've told my board of directors and anyone else that will listen. I've never had an employee who has received so many unsolicited thank yous. Yeah. It just as uncanny. I get notes and emails and phone calls and people stopping in on the regular to say, oh my gosh, what a blessing. What a great lady. Thank you for hiring her. I'm like, yeah, she's making me look good.
Right.
That's awesome.
Well, and you can never hear that enough. You know, when you're doing a good job, it just, I'm a big believer in that and letting people know.
Absolutely. Yeah. She is representative of our team. We've got an incredible group of people. Lindsay Blevins is probably the newest one on our team. She's doing volunteer coordination and knocking it out of the park. She comes to us from the Mountain Home School District after retirement there.
Well, she's in here?
Yeah.
So this is your crew. Which one is she?
Okay, so she's the third one right there.
Here.
Okay. In the kind of peach shirt. If you started over to the very far side, Katie James, Katie is in a striped shirt there, and she actually is not a member of our staff officially. She works for Feeding America and offices out of our office. She used to be our chief program officer, and she stuck around to office with us and work remotely for Feeding America, which was a really cool thing. She's doing tech support across the nation for food banks and their inventory systems. Yeah. Stacy Stacy Vincent is our Chief Program Officer now. She's in the black shirt with the orange lanyard around her there. Stacy came to us after a career in HR with Walmart corporate and some international nonprofit organizations. She knocks it out of the park too. She's just a great team member. And then Lindsay, we've already talked about. Donna Kelso is in the pink there in the middle. Donna worked, and everybody knows her in town. She worked for like 27 years and she's young, right? Like she started when she was a baby at the locker room. Mickey and Linda Husky employed her during high school, actually, I think.
Very cool.
And she is our Chief Financial Officer. Down below Donna is Jennifer. Jennifer Atkinson is in charge of our farmers market and our hunger gardens, which we can talk about more later. But man, what a powerhouse. That girl works hard every day. We've already harvested a bunch of food out of the gardens this year.
Excellent.
And lots of planting going on. Now, the three guys on the edge, at the bottom is James, and then Tim is in the middle, and Chris is up at the top. That's our operations team. Tim there in the middle is our Chief Operations Officer. He's been with us almost as long as I have. He's been here about 12 years, I think now. Started out in our warehouse as a driver and worked his way up there. Chris at the top comes to us after working for the National Park System out west, and has some family here. And so he retired, started out as a volunteer, and became a part-time.
Like, I want to do more.
Yeah, he works part-time in our warehouse and helps with our mobile food pantries. James there at the bottom does those mobile food pantries as well, and is a driver for us, and just does good work. It's a great team. Like when you have a job where you want to go to because that's your family, man, that helps.
It does.
Yeah.
It does, definitely. And I always say, if you work as a team, you'll succeed individually. And it sounds like you got a great team, and you guys do a very good job at feeding everybody that's hungry.
That photo is how we get so much done. I'll promise you. There's no way that any one of us could do it by ourselves.
No, it takes a team.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about the Hunger Gardens and Farmers Market, and I love our Farmers Market. It's back in the swing of things, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So the Farmers Market picked up at the 1st of April. It's every Wednesday and Saturday from 7 in the morning until noon on those days. We're grateful again for Farmers and Merchants Bank and Jack's Package Store as our event sponsors this year. They make it possible for us to do, all kinds of good stuff from marketing to other things. This year, we're excited. We've got SNAP benefits available again at the market. We'll have double up food bucks available at the market. But then we're adding on, in previous years, the Arkansas Area Agency on Aging for Northwest Arkansas has done like a coupon voucher book for senior citizens. It's officially called the Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program. It's a coupon book of about $50 that senior citizens who are eligible by income guidelines get to pick up from us. And then they use it at the farmer's market to buy fresh produce. So it's kind of encouraging them to have healthier foods in their diet. And of course, it not only supports those senior citizens, but it also is a good financial support to the farmers who are vendors at our markets, and then good for our local economy as well. We have a $45,000 grant from DHS to run this program this year. And basically, we're going to be doing this in 5 of our 9 counties, which is just the only counties we were eligible to ask for.
Sure.
But it's Baxter, Marion, Boone, Newton, and Searcy counties that will be working with farmers at farmers markets, farmers doing their thing at their own farms or at roadside stands, and then also the seniors in those counties.
That's really cool. They get them coupons that they can use, because we got some great local farmers. I know, Carla, I can't think of the name of who it is, but they're always at the end at the farmers market, and we always end up buying something there from them. Delicious.
Backstage Farms is down there. Also, Age Old Agriculture
Yeah.
is on the end, and they both have incredible stuff. Those two, Crossroads Farm out of Calico Rock area, those are some of our bigger ones. Greg always has a lot of great Amish fruits and vegetables, and lots of folks, are making their way to the market to see him, especially.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely.
good stuff.
The Hunger Gardens. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so Jennifer has had volunteers out there, gosh, every day for probably 2 weeks in the garden, just steady. We have about 5 acres of gardens that are planted now. We've already harvested, like I said earlier, maybe 500 or 600 pounds of produce. Lots of onions have already come up. You can plant that, and some chard and some bok choy. Do you like bok choy?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. It's all good. But Jennifer does, and that's why we hire her, right? Yeah, I don't have a clue what that is. I've seen it at the market, but I don't know what you do with it.
I don't either. I don't cook.
Yeah, I'm not much of a cook
you
either.
give me some mac and cheese out of a box, and
that's good? Yeah. Okay.
No, I mean, breakfast is my milieu. I can do breakfast.
Yeah.
But when it comes to seasoning, and like Carla's a master that she'll see a recipe or something, but she'll tweak it a little bit. But it's very rarely that she really needs to have the little teaspoon stuff. She just knows. Yep, that's good. Yep, that's good.
Yeah. And then my thing is, how do you do it the same way twice?
Then that's what I'll tell her, because I say, this was fantastic. Did you write down how you did this? And she, no. So
yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
We got about an 18. Let's see. Last year we got a $40,000 grant from the Methodist Foundation of Arkansas for those gardens. I think we've got 18, and maybe it's 19, because I think there's one extra that's being built of raised beds at our gardens there at the food bank, and so that's kind of cool to see go in. We'll be able to let some folks that sometimes you get a little older like me, and your bend over doesn't work very much anymore.
Yeah, I'm there.
My bend over works fine. The bending back up is the problem, right?
Yeah.
So
I can't even sit Indian style for too long now.
Yeah, it happens,
I'm just,
right?
then I'm rolling over just to get a push-up going.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm telling you this, but
it's all good. Well, so now you can come and work in the gardens, because there's raised beds.
It's raised beds. You don't have to worry about it.
We got 32 fruit trees out there. We're in the process of installing 4 different containers off the back of our building to collect rain off the roof.
Yeah.
And then be able to water our gardens with it. We also have beehives. Our bees have swarmed already this year. I don't know if you know much about bees, but it's pretty exciting when you come to work and there's thousands seemingly of bees flying around your front door and swarm. Well, it's exciting.
Is probably not how I would describe it, but
they don't
mess with you.
They really don't.
They don't get your heart rate up, though.
Yeah, it'll make you think, though, before you go swinging the door open, for sure.
But as long as you don't mess with them. I can remember when I was working at Ultimate, somehow that happened on the Ford building, and there was a huge swarm of them. I don't know why they collected there, and they called one of the local bee hive
probably
experts.
James. Yeah.
And he came out and was able to get them all in. I don't know how he did it, but he was able to get them all in his box. Took them back to his place. So.
Yeah. So in the spring they swarm, and basically they divide. So we had 2 beehives last year. Now we have, I think, 4. But basically they divide and they create a new queen.
Oh, okay.
And they go in, and now you have 2 hives instead of 1.
Yeah.
So it's pretty kind of cool thing to see that happen. And bees are such an important part of our environment, making sure that
they say we couldn't survive without them.
Yeah.
So
I was reading the other day about like if a queen bee dies, the bees, the worker bees, I guess the other bees in the hive, they all collectively choose an egg to start feeding it differently than they feed all the other eggs. And so then that egg with the different kind of nutrition is the one who becomes the queen.
How about that?
But like they all just work together in community to make a difference in their, future, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's exactly what we do at the food bank. We work together as a community to make a difference for our future and the future of our neighbors. It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
That is very cool. No, that's impressive. I haven't really thought about it that much when it comes to bees, but I've always heard that nature depends on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And the other bees depend on the queen.
And
they really do. If you're starting out like we did the whole bee thing, and they ship you. It's funny, they ship me like 10,000 bees in one container.
Yeah.
And they're packed in so tight, and it's like a wire mesh. And you went to open the mailbox, bzzz, and you're like, all right, you don't know what's in it. They melt it, regular melt.
Right.
And then they send you the queen bee separate. And you put her inside the hive, and it's got this, what they call candy, and she's in this little glass room. You put that in there, and then when you let the bees loose, they will eat their way to open her up. And once they free her, they are stuck with her. They will always be with her.
Oh, wow.
Unless something happens.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
They're like saving her, and they're like, now that we've saved you, tell us what to do.
Yeah,
but they said, don't turn her loose, because they have to fight and make their way. It take a couple of weeks, but they will make their way to her, and that's what builds that bond.
That's cool.
I just thought I'd throw that.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
We're hopeful out of that garden, though, that the honey and the fruit and the vegetables that we're growing, that we'll be able to do about 10% and make that available at the farmer's market, so that becomes a revenue stream for being able to continue the gardens in the future. And then the other 90%, of course, goes out to our network of hunger relief organizations across the 9 counties.
Very nice. Yeah. One more question about the bees.
Yeah.
How much honey do you get out of one hive?
We haven't gotten any yet.
Yeah.
So this set of hives started last year.
Okay.
And the first year you have to let that honey set so that they make it through the winter, basically. I'm sure James Ryan or others that do bee stuff would tell you more details about what that means. But basically, we had to leave them alone. And so hopefully this year we'll be able to start getting a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that grows a little bit over the years as well.
They're keeping it for themselves for now.
Yeah, we want to make sure they make it through the winter.
Exactly.
For sure.
Enjoy your honey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good.
Yeah. So, the Hunger Gardens and the farmers market kind of work hand in hand, and we're glad to be able to support the farmers and our folks that we serve with all these programs like SNAP and Double Up and the senior coupon books as well. So.
Very good.
Now, you have a garden out at the youth center too, don't you?
Yeah, so we've got gardens on the north side of the food bank building, so like between us and Schlotsky's. And then we've got gardens behind us, between us and Cardinal Drive. That's where most of the fruit trees are. And then we've got a couple acres over at Cooper Park as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Who usually works in those? It's just volunteers? Just got a bunch of
we've got some great
people?
Like regular volunteers. Yesterday, though, Mountain Home Junior High had a volunteer day, really all over our community, but the food bank was one of them. So we had a group of students out there mulching and putting mulch down and making sure the gardens are in good shape and that we can kind of tend them easier for the rest of the spring and summer. But Jewel and Greg and the whole crew of folks that either know us through the farmers market, those vendors come over and help. Joey and his family out at Crossroads Gardens in Calico, they help us with the plant starts and help with details about how do you treat your gardens in terms of bugs and so forth without being chemicals and all those things. So
less chemicals the better. That's for sure. That's community helping the community. That's really good.
It is.
Yeah, very good. Well, it's almost 7:45. You want to go ahead and take the last break?
You bet.
All right, we'll be right back.
It's a liquidation closeout at Sleep Mart. All 2024 Flex Steel recliners now 50 to 70% off retail. Plus, Sleep Mart will pay the tax on all non-clearance sale items. Hurry to Sleep Mart for the liquidation closeout today at 701 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville, voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day, or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday, 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Sleep Mart's liquidation closeout is on. All 2024 mattresses are 50 to 70% off retail, and we're paying the sales tax on all non-clearance sale items. Hurry to Sleep Mart at 701 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home for the liquidation closeout today.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Jeff Quick of the Food Bank in North Central Arkansas. And the food bank is more than just storing food. There's other uses of the building. The Arvis Training Center, people come in there for that. And just tell us about the different things about the building.
Yeah, so we have a great facility that is open to the public for use as well. The Arvis Training Center seats about maybe 80 around round tables, maybe 125 in like an auditorium style setting. There's a demonstration kitchen there. So we have everything from like last week, Baxter Lab, which is no longer called Baxter Lab. So I hope my board member who serves from Baxter Lab will forgive me for saying that name 3 times, which it's not anymore. But nonetheless, their team was out and used the facility for the day for training. We also have had this Saturday we will have the North Arkansas Fly Fishers in the building to do meetings. Next Saturday, Brad Gakey, one of our partners in all the work that we do, Brad and his family are having a family gathering there. So it's all kinds of stuff that happen. And basically, it's a minimal renting fee for that, and that fee goes back into our work and makes sure that we're able to feed hungry folks. So kind of a cool thing. We were talking about this earlier, though, the National Day of Prayer today.
Yep.
And one of the things that I think probably very few people in our community know is that while we were remodeling that building, before the trim went on the door frames, our board of directors, some key volunteers, and staff members, they gave us their favorite Bible verses, prayers, hymns, and we actually have those written on the walls. So one of them was from Joe Wilson, a former board member, and she found this in one of Alice Ayer's Bibles, kind of marked as a favorite scripture probably of Miss Alice's, and it is when they had you guys stumbled earlier, didn't you? Mm-hmm. When they had all had enough to eat, he said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted." John 6 and verse 12. And again, that's from Miss Jo Wilson, one of her favorite verses, but also one of Miss Alice's, our founder's favorite verses. And that's kind of a principle that we use. Like, we want to make sure that we're not wasting any food.
Yeah.
So we have a retail donation program. We work closely with the farmers at the market that we've been talking about all morning to make sure that any leftover foods at the end of the day that they can repurpose by sending to the food bank. It's just one of those basic principles of life. Americans waste enough food every day to fill up the Rose Bowl football stadium. Seats about 100,000 people.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. And so every day we're filling it up. I tell students in our programs, our cooking and shopping classes, we're not talking about filling up the football field, just covering the football field. We're talking about that guy and gal sitting in the nosebleed section, that very top seat.
Yeah.
They're
They
filled
can
as well.
reach out and grab it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of a cool thing, that those verses and hymns and prayers are all over the interior or the inside of our door frames behind the trim, and it's just a way for us to remind ourselves that we are here serving others on behalf of God's kingdom, and I don't know, keeps us rooted in what's important.
Definitely.
I love that.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, tell us about you got Feed the Pack, but there's also this isn't a part. This is a cookout.
Yeah, it's all a part of Arvest Million Meals.
It's all a part of that? Okay.
Yeah, so Arvest Million Meals is going on April through the end of May. We've already had the Shred-a-thons in Baxter and Boone counties. And then next Friday, the 9th, we will have Feed the Pack, which we can talk about in more detail. But then on the next Wednesday, May 14th, there's going to be a cookout barbecue lunch in Harrison at the at the Walnut Street branch of Arvest. And basically at that cookout, they're serving barbecue sandwiches and chips and drinks, and businesses are able to pre-order, and then have food for your staff delivered to your business.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a cool thing.
Only $11, barbecue sandwich, chips, cookie, and a drink.
Yeah.
Pre-order by May 7th for delivery. Food available on site on May 14th.
Yeah. If you're out there listening this morning and you don't know how to pre-order, give me a call at the food bank. That number's 499-7565, and I'll put you in touch with Spree and her team at Arvest to get your order set too.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Feed the Pack though too. It's Friday, the May 9th. We're going to be at the corner, the intersection of Cardinal Drive and Highway 62, where we're posted up every year. We will have volunteers from the community that are going to be out there in the corner, and they're basically just saying, hey, would you make a donation as you're stopped there at the stoplight? So couple of things. First of all, please help us be safe.
Right. Because they might be walking in between.
Yeah, let's hope not. But if you're going to want to make a donation, make sure that you're in the
right lane,
the lane closest to the sidewalk there, and make a donation with us. If for whatever reason the timing of the light didn't work out for you to make your donation, drop it off at the food bank. We'll be glad to accept it. We'll also be accepting donations online at foodbanknca.org that day. And of course, you can make your donation at any time through the end of the month, either on your Arvest Go app or by stopping and making a donation at any Arvest branch as well.
And connected to your website through the donate tab?
Yeah. So you just go to the website and click donate, and our donate now page will come up. It's real easy. I tell people all the time, if you've ever bought something on Amazon, you can make this donation. You can set it up as a one-time donation. You can go ahead and set it up for a recurring donation, monthly, quarterly, or annually.
Yeah.
Whatever makes sense for you.
You've got PayPal down there.
Yeah.
Everybody got PayPal.
I'm saying, whatever you need, we're going to try to make it accessible for you.
Well, and look how far the money goes. $10
I was about to say,
for 70 meals.
Yeah.
Every dollar goes so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
$25 for 175 meals. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
How you guys can...
Well, when you think about that, you think, okay, if I could give $1 this week to the food bank, that's providing a senior citizen a meal every day. And that's a game changer for a senior.
Yeah.
So every little bit helps and makes a big difference at the same time. We also use about 96 cents of every dollar that's donated to us on our programs of food distribution and education. So food banking in general has the highest percentage of money going to our actual programs than most
like
nonprofits.
80% administrative, 20% to the
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think Better Business Bureau says 80% should, at a minimum of 80% should go to your programs, but not all agencies or organizations can do that, and we're blessed at the food bank to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I was describing this yesterday to a group of folks over in Harrison that, we're able sometimes, and it's not a regular thing, but we're able a lot of times to be able to just pay for the transportation of the food. So maybe the sweet potatoes out of Mississippi, they may be all but donated to us, or maybe all we have to pay for is the truck to get them here, or maybe the boxes that they're in. So we're able to stretch that dollar quite a bit further. You think about $3,000 to $5,000 for 40,000 pounds of sweet potatoes.
Yeah, gives
you some perspective.
Yeah,
the retail donation program we talked about earlier, we're seeing anywhere from 500,000 to 750,000 pounds of food each year coming to us at no cost because we're just rescuing it off the store floors.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
You want to help donate? Go to foodbanknca.org. You also want to volunteer because they could always use help, especially doing the senior boxes. And I think your last team that was there, I believe, was ASC Warranty doing the food boxes.
Probably so. I would hate to say that, but there's
there it is. ASC Warranty. Well, March 24th, there might have been another. There's always groups that are coming in, families coming in, teenagers from the high school coming in helping, and because you guys do how many boxes?
We do about 1,380 of those senior food boxes every month. Our next box filling event will be on not this Saturday, but next, the 10th of May. We do that from 9 to noon in the morning, so come out and hang out with us. We also have an opportunity this Sunday, folks. Hopefully, it's a beautiful Sunday. I'm got my fingers crossed. Yeah,
it looks. I mean, by now this should stay.
Okay.
High is 69 and sunny.
I like that. Yeah, because we're going to be at Norfolk Brewing Company on Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. They do an annual deer chili cook-off, and all the proceeds from that comes back to the food bank. So we'll be out having some chili Sunday afternoon. Come out and hang out with us and enjoy. Norfolk Brewing Company's just gone through quite a bit of remodel, so if nothing else, come and check it out and see what's new down there.
Yeah, yeah, it's very good. Short drive.
Yeah,
short drive for some good food. Go to foodbanknca.org if you need to find food. If you're somebody that needs access to it, they've got a tab on there that'll show you. Let's see, find food right there. Let's go to this. His computer's running slow today. There we go. So you've got a map of different areas. You've got
all the different locations across the service area will pop up on the map. And then there's an alphabetical list. I think it's alphabetical by county. Okay. So as you go through there, you'll see different counties. But you can just click on the little arrows there and find the one that's closest to you. It's one of those things that we need to know more about. Maybe we don't need help with our food, but our neighbors might. Somebody that goes to church with us might. Someone that we, have in our friend group or whatever may need a little help from time to time. And man, just being aware that this website's out there, that you can come to us at the food bank and ask us and see where the closest place is to you. You also might want to know where things are, so you can look around and go, wait a minute, there's not something in my service area, in my community. We ought to be doing something to help our neighbors in our community. And then,
very good point.
Yeah, if you're interested in becoming a partner with us and knowing what that means, then give us a call.
Very good. Excellent. Go to foodbanknca.org. They also have a Facebook page. Oh, bouncing too fast for you, Scooter. Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. When they make posts, follow their page for more info. Yep. But yeah, if you want to volunteer, go by the food bank, and there's other places that you could volunteer. You say you're in 9 counties?
We are. So we've got a mobile pantry in Harrison, a mobile pantry in Jasper, and one in Norfolk that we coordinate. And then we have partner organizations, local food pantries, soup kitchens, shelters, backpack programs, summer and after school meal sites, senior citizen centers, rehabilitation programs, any of those programs that are a part of our network. If you call us and say, hey, I want to volunteer, but I live in Cave City, well, there's plenty to do, first of all, in Cave City. We can easily connect you after all those storms this spring, but
good.
you know, whatever the community is, we'll connect you to the one that's closest to you for food resources for you and your family or your friends, but also for volunteer opportunities.
Excellent.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me.
It's
Appreciate
always a pleasure. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great day. It looks like it's going to be a nice weekend, so enjoy.